This DJ's so funky, man.
Activate.
This is the RDDC podcast.
You are now tuning in to Lex and RDDC broadcast station, serving up on the double doses for us all.
I love you, RDDC family. Okay, just a little bit of an intro. This is your host. Welcome to the RDDC show. This is Lex coming to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is live. Let me say that one more time. This is your host, Lex, coming to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is always live. I might have a little bit more hyperness and anxiousness because I'm just ready to be on this tempo and this beat and to get these wonderful schedules up to date and stay consistently on the path of RDDC family nation time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We don't have any sound effects right now because I'm not feeling it too much and Anthony has been begging for them, but we'll get there. You know, this is about the live feel. So for any show requests or feedback, as always, you can reach us at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. That's YANDEX.com, and also Real Double Dose Channel.blogspot.com. That's Real Double Dose Channel.blogspot.com, and find anything you need to under the sun. Also, we have our featured partners of GimmeAllThat.com, where you can find anything under the sun that you wish and actually have it customized to what you want in your wish list. So shout out to them and many, many more out there and the things that they do sponsoring our happiness and everything else under the sun. And of course, this broadcast goes out to the wonderful you who is listening right now. The individual you, not the masses, but you in the masses that make the masses of just being you. So I wanted to come on in with a little sugar and spice and everything nice. Could be nice. But I don't know why, but my mind had a perfect notion of what it was, of the name that I had, and I remember it just clicked in my brain as I contemplated for just a couple seconds. But before we get there, you can check out any of our links at blogspot.com, realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com, and also on our SoundCloud homepage. You can also check out those links in any of our descriptions, as well as any kind of references or shout outs or legal terms, whatever it might be. You can find that on the Blogspot, and you can also find it on the individual tracks as well on SoundCloud. We're on Stitcher Radio, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and as well as Spreaker.com, and I believe, of course, SoundCloud and iTunes. And much, much more to come, many things to come, and a whole another collab coming with a really, really good friend of mine, and he is awesome. He is from the greater Minnesota area, but we're gonna collab on that too. So I got a whole play system coming out based on back in the day in the 1900s or whatever. Got that going on. Got the collab coming on, and this person's a little bit more, at least on point for a good point. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna launch with them and throw some episodes out there and see what happens. But I mean, if they're like kind of not on consistent, because people can be real good consistency, but as soon as when you put them to the test, they're kind of like, oh, my schedule, like you didn't have a schedule before and now you have a schedule now because you're nervous. Like, get over it. We all have times in life where we have to step up to the plate, especially when it's partly their idea. And I would have to say that I love the fact that we get on here just completely raw and live. Somebody told me that. I remember I was talking to a gentleman a few weeks ago. He said, you know what you are, Lex? You're raw and live. You just can't help but being who you are. I try to bring it down to a good notch because there's people from all walks of life in the countries that are listening to me. And they have to understand, like, I'm on a level like 4, 5, 6 sometimes. If you really were face to face with me, I'd probably jump all the way to 10, 15, 20. Okay, let's not stop it here. But I'm just trying to be a little bit more poised and try to reach out to every single aspect of a person's life. This is for downloading for yourself, inside of yourself, and getting it to where you need to. I don't know what kind of popcorn and hype people need out there, but this is what it is. If you take what I'm really saying and applying it to what you need to or sifting through, you'll see it more than just needing to have your eyes upon some video going for 15 minutes, feeling like you just got a social media rush, okay? But at the end of the day, if it's leveraged the right way, you'll get what I'm saying. And those who do, the one that equals 1 million, hashtag thank you, hashtag you're awesome, hashtag you get what I'm saying, and you're wonderful for just being wonderfully you and enhancing who you are. We love you so much, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So let's jump right in. This might be 10 minutes, might be 15, it might jump down to 7. Whenever it stops at this moment, we know what to do, right? So let's hit this. I want to hit it with this hashtag killers of love. That's right. I said that. I said it. Let me repeat that again. Hashtag killers of love. And let me say, this is probably step 1, step 2, step 3, part 1, part 1, part 2, part 2, part 3. You get what I'm saying. We always have it. But I wanted to put that out there because I'm so sick. I'm so sick. And I believe hashtag Jay Shetty has said something about this not too long ago, recently, in his own way. I don't remember all of it, but in my form, I'm sick and tired. Okay, yeah, I'm sick and tired of people putting the word love out there so easily. Oh, I love you. And I meet people like that all the time. And I know you can feel this abundance of love. Okay, this feeling of love. To where you're like, man, how else do I describe it? I really like you. Oh, that sounds corny. Some people think. Or I really appreciate you. Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted. I love you. Some people might be like, okay, well, we just met like a couple days ago. That's fine. Yeah, some people can love you as a person, love you for the emotion you're making them feel. But ultimately, love is not exactly the terminology that people are applying it to. They're killers of love because they just abuse the word itself. And love is a verb. It's an action. Okay? Love is getting to the point to where you have to sacrifice. Always. Love has always been sacrificial. That's the way it is. You can't just have love with no kind of turmoil. Like they say, success without any hardship or pain or failures is not success. It's the only reason it's called success is because you've had heartache, pain, or failures. You can't just go ahead and have a peachy keen life and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I had to push through not having $10,000 in my pocket when I really wanted to buy this $20,000 item. And later on, when I went to the bank and got the rest of the money out, I purchased it. Maybe in their world, yeah, some people would be like, okay, dude, yeah, I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that, sis. No, that's not good enough for me. Some people it is. And I can't downplay or upplay anyone's measure of success, but I believe success starts within the self itself. And then it goes outwardly into material manifestations and so forth. But ultimately, yeah, hashtag killers of love who use the word so blatantly that they don't even understand the meaning themselves. It just comes out like them saying good morning or hi, how are you doing? Killers of love to distinctually try to break it down into what they want it to be. So they themselves don't even know what the word love or the meaning of the action of love is because they've broke it down so deep and cut it and chopped it up that they don't even know what love's foundation and principle is. And we have to break that down a little bit, shall we? Yes, we're going to have to go a little bit deeper into the original scripts of what it is. We know that some are still missing out there. And whoever did what with it, we know who you are. Hopefully those pages will return to it. But we're going to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 8. Okay, I'm looking for the New International Version, NIV. But this is the truest foundation that can be. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. That's what it means. And at the same time, we can look at that. Love is what? Love is patient. Love is kind. Yes. It does not envy. It doesn't boast. It's not proud. It's not rude, self-seeking, easily angered. No records of keeping your wrongs. Does not do any delight in evil. Rejoices with the truth. Protects, trusts, hopes, preserves, and never fails. Yes, never fails at all. And that's one thing we can all just look at for a moment and say, man, that's the kind that I want. That's the kind of love that I want to feel. That's the kind of love that we all need in our lives. And I tell you, I get to the point where congratulations. I feel like, I'm sorry. I feel like it just gets to a point where you get irritated when people just overuse and misuse the word. That is the truth. It just doesn't seem to have a filter with people. It gets on that point to where you're just so tired of people not even knowing they literally are killers of love and killers of the meaning of love and the words. And it's so sad to reference the point that they don't even know how to be, because they've manipulated it so long and used it so long in the wrong terminology or been taught the wrong way that they try to describe it in their own way. And when they distribute love and give it to you the ways that they knew how, which was not correct in the first place, it comes off even worse. And then they get more defensive because you're recognizing what these words mean and what they were given to say and how it feels, and recognizing, hey, this is not love. But yet they say, oh, wait a minute, this is my version of love. There is no version of love, okay? There's different levels of love, but there's no different kind of variations to what a person defining love is. Someone can't beat the crap out of someone and say, this is my version of love, because love was never meant to be that way from the creation of itself. You can't tell the original artist and the original creator of something what the meaning of that is. That's not the meaning, when they're clearly telling us what the meaning of that is. You can say there's different levels of love. Yeah, I love you like a brother. I love you like a sister. I love you like a friend. I love you like a neighbor. Different levels. But there can't be a different depth to, oh, well, I want to love you this way. That's called selfish love. Selfish love within the self of a different kind, of knowing that you want to give them all you got for the time being, but not all you have for the rest of the time that you say you love them. And to me, that just bothers me, because I've had so many people just come in my life and just wreck the whole word up. And a friend of mine was like, I love you, Lex. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. And I didn't mean to be rude. It just got to the point where I just got tired of it. I was like, okay, I don't want to hear it. And then I'm like, I shouldn't shut them down based off of other people's ignorance. I shouldn't. But at the same time, you get thick skin after a while. And, it's a whole different level, especially when you're dealing with someone that's cut from a different kind of life alteration than you're used to. We already question things. We already feel like, man, what is real and what is not anymore. And the real people out here are very, very, very few and far. I mean, I would really, and from my own statistics, I'd probably say you get about 5 people to maybe 25 people per state that you can actually call somewhat of realness, and probably 1 or 2 or 3 of them that are real true. And maybe that's even overballing it at this point. But it's said, and all the premises that are out here, a lot of people are going to stray away from the truth and not know what it is. But at the same time, it also says, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Love is truth. And that's what it is. So when I come into the presence of people's lives, or we come into that notion, a lot of people will say, man, you really care. I mean, that was a real good one. That was a real good friend. That was a real good girlfriend or boyfriend. Yeah, well, it's too late. And it makes you just feel kind of scummy, because you're like, man, do I have to go through 25 people and talk to them in order for them to all realize it once it's over with? But at the same time, all the while, I'm left with 25 more battle scars that I didn't ask for because they questioned me over trying to know themselves. Killers of love is what you all are when you don't understand, for those out there who do abuse and kill love, the name of love and the meaning of love. Givers of love and givers of light are those out there for all of us who understand how to receive it, how to give it, and at least how to recognize it, and how to give some respect or some form of genuosity to it. So hashtag you killers of love that are all out there, and even the times we have as a whole killed love or the meaning of love because of how it's been mistreated to us, or our gathering and knowing what it is as we grew up. we all have to recollect and understand that that's not the purpose and the meaning of it. Go through those chapters. What is that? 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verses 4 through 8. Go through that chapter and look at that meaning. Break down every single verse, every single word, every single comma, and look at it and really dissect. Look at all the times in your life, all the times people say it to you now, all the times people said it to you before, and the hard times you went through, the good times you went through. And we need to reflect on those things and say, man, this is not. And write down by the side of it what your version of love would have been in that situation, or what your version of love was or is through that time or in that time period. And compare the sides. Compare what it was and what it is. Compare what it is and what it was to what it's supposed to be, what it is meant to be, what the meaning is from the beginning of how it was created. So I want to put that out there, hashtag Killers of Love, because at the same time, we have to eventually and now save whatever's left of LOVE. That's what we have to do. More than just the words itself, but the foundation, not a Valentine's Day present or something you say happy anniversary with, or just randomly throw out there or try to save something with. It is always your saving grace once you're in the grace of love. Love will always set you free because love is exactly what it is meant to be. And once you apply it the right way and start understanding what it is the right way, and not in your own version, not in our own versions, but the way that the true meaning is in the version, original form of what it is, only then can we cease to stop being killers of love. Only then can we teach others to cease to stop being killers of love. And no matter how defensive they get, how irritating they get, how medieval they can get, whatever it is, they have to find their own light in their own way. We can always lead the horse to water, and we can even try to make them drink it. But eventually, they don't want it. It's always going to come right back to where it was. They're going to dehydrate or choke on it from trying to forceful, whatever. But that's exactly what it is. Love is not force either. Love is free will. So when everyone's out there thinking about why this happened on bad days, but on good days, they're happy that it happened. Remember, free will is love, and love is free will. Love is freedom, truth, honor, glory. Love is all that. It never has jealousy, anything. And the perfection of love is only and will forever be the creator and the great spirit and the heavenly one of all living things. Because everything is living through the infinite source. So yeah, this is a wonderful episode. I just wanted to put that out there. I hope you're enjoying it. I don't know. I mean, I could put it for a multitude of things, but it's for spirituality, clarity, if it feels motivational, if it feels inspirational, if it feels like the way it needs to be, entertainment for the soul of itself, beautiful. But hashtag Killers of Love, get it out there, put it on the press, get it together. Wonderful you. If anything, thank you for tuning in to this episode, and we appreciate you tremendously. Yes, we do. So, as always, this is your host, Lex, and you can reach us at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com and realdoubledosechannel@yandex.com. We love the stories that are coming in from our little posts we put out there, and people have been flying in with their different kind of stories, and they're very beautiful. We're going to see how to set that up the right way in order to give it to the audience so you can see what's going on with other people's slice of life. Facts, you want to check out something, go to the Blogspot, check out the links like we said, SoundCloud, check out the links like we said, iHeartRadio, all of us on here, Stitcher, TuneIn, wherever we're going, iTunes. Just come kick it with us and see what journey we're going on. Be a part of the collaboration of life. But hashtag Killers of Love, we got to make sure we put them in the right perspectives and give them a sentencing on deading that out so we can put love into the real meaning of what it was given to us to be. So we love you. We are here with you, and we'll be back with you very, very soon.